What's up, y'all boys? It's your boy K5. We back with another reaction. We got a college basketball player being set up for murder. I ain't gonna lie, being set up for murder is insane. That's a bad trait to have right now. You hear me, shorty? Let's get this joint started. After this video, I want you guys to like, comment, subscribe for more videos, because you know we about to keep these joints rolling. On me.
You're a highly recruited college basketball player. After going from the streets of Chicago to Georgetown University on scholarship, you transfer to New Mexico State, have a breakout season, finally becoming a starter. You hear you're having a game against a rival school, and then the girl you've been chasing hears you'll be there, so she invites you to spend a night with her on campus. Unknown to you though, she's not alone, and setting you up to throw away.
See, that's what, man, a lot of these situations be going on with these females, shorty. It be a lot of backdoor vibes going on. It be a lot of sneaky business going on. Be a lot of setup going on. You hear me? A lot of crazy business that you deal with when it comes to these shorties, folks. Let's start there.
Everything you work for. Alone, and setting you up to throw away everything you work for. On October 15th, 2022, a football game was taking place between the University of New Mexico and New Mexico State, and as is common at college football games, a fight broke out. Now, it's unclear how the dispute began, but seeing
also, it's common at the football games that they be fighting. It's crazy. Let's start there.
Football games, a fight broke out. Now, it's unclear how the dispute began, but seen clearly on videos uploaded by students are two New Mexico State basketball players, one of them being Mike Peake, and on the other side of the fight, a few UNM students that appear to have been on the losing side of this scuffle, something they would apparently remember. Brandon Travis, the man seen being picked up off the ground, was a 19-year-old medical student from California, and at the time of Mike Peake's upcoming basketball game, the video of the fight had been circulating around campus for about a month. And according to his friends, he had seen the video many times and likely wanted some revenge. Now here's where we get to.
So everybody got to see that video. It kept going around. He got to feeling some type of way about it, so he about to go stand on his business. He acting crazy. Let's start there.
To Maya Hill, also known as Honey. She was a 17.
Honey. Why did you going to link with Honey, shorty? Honey is back though. Honey is a freaky back door shorty. Let's start there.
Now here's where we get to Maya Hill, also known as Honey. She was a 17-year-old freshman at UNM at the time, and according to Maya, she had been texting Mike for some time. She claims that Mike was eager to meet up with her because he wanted to have sex, but they were at two different schools. And knowing that he was involved in a big fight just a few weeks prior at her school, it probably would have been wiser for her to come visit him. And this is where it gets confusing. Maya states that Brandon and his friends found out that she was texting Mike. From here,
let's go back. I don't think I heard it perfectly. No, I don't think I heard it perfectly. I don't think y'all heard this, John Claire.
At her school, it probably would have been wiser for her to come visit him. And this is where it gets confusing. Maya states that Brandon and his friends found out that she was texting Mike. From here,
Maya states that Brandon and his friends find out that she was texting Mike.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Let's start there. What do you mean?
She says that they made her agree to lure him into a trap so they could be.
They ain't make you do nothing. They ain't make her do nothing. They ain't make her do nothing. I bet you she had all the time in the world to go. I bet you she had all the time in the world to go get away. Talk to somebody. Something. Tell him what's going on. Something. But instead, she was part of the situation. She don't even know him for real because he go to a different school, OT. Let's start there. He go to a different school, OT. He bop in. That's a chance to get busy. Let's start there. Like, bro.
Beat him up. The problem with this is, I don't buy that Maya was forced to do anything. For Brandon,
like I said, I don't buy that she was forced to do anything. Let's be for real. She was caught texting and all types of stuff. She wasn't forced to do nothing.
The problem with this is, I don't buy that Maya was forced to do anything. For Brandon and his friends to discover who she was texting, they had to have been close to her. Even more suspicious is the fact that she told police she first met Peake at the game where the fight occurred. Regardless, on November 18th, 2022, the New Mexico State basketball team arrives in Albuquerque a day early for the big game. The team checks into the Doubletree Hotel and are given a midnight curfew. Peak and two other players are at first not accounted for until 1:15 a.m. when assistant coach Taylor states he saw Mike Peak and two other men enter the hotel and point at the elevator. But they may have just been going to get dressed, as all three soon left the hotel again, possibly all on their way to meet women. Now Peak didn't ride with his two teammates as he was texting.
See, now that's crazy, shorty.
Possibly all on their way to meet women. Now Peak didn't ride with his two teammates as he was texting Maya Hill, letting her know that he was in town and trying to get invited to her dorm room, which he does. But she wasn't sitting in her dorm texting him. She was actually hanging out in Brandon's room with two other guys, so it doesn't seem
100% chat. She wasn't forced to do nothing. You know, I know that you know that she wasn't forced to do nothing. Let's be for real. She been a part of this plan since it started, chat. She been a part of this crew show. You hear me? She's a part of all of this that happened. She's the main ticket to this, cause she's the female. Man, when they thinking what they meet, you fall into a trap. You hear me?
trying to get invited to her dorm room, which he does. But she wasn't sitting in her dorm texting him. She was actually hanging out in Brandon's room with two other guys, so it doesn't seem very likely that she did anything against her will since she went to Brandon's dorm after midnight willingly. And in this room, the four of them went over the plan. Maya was to have Peak meet her near Coronado Hall, a larger co-ed dorm on campus, and walk him to a corner where Brandon and two other men would be waiting for him. And Brandon could finally...
She walked this nigga into a trap, chat. Like, she literally walked him into them. They ain't go to the room and, and then they bopped in that joint. No. She walked him to that trap, shorty.
Get his payback. The problem with this is one that I've seen personally in my own time at college. You get so caught up in living in a world full of your peers, and you forget where you are. And for a lot of kids, freshman year in college is the first time living without rules and restrictions. And this is how things go too far. Brandon and his friends seemingly intended to end Mike's basketball career since they chose to bring bats and even a gun for the planned setup. But coming from Chicago,
for this basketball player, it's crazy. They trying to end everything he got going on. Shorty is trying to end everything he got going on. And it could be gone just like that. This is sick, shorty.
And worried about his safety, Mike also forgot where he was when he violated the policy by bringing his own firearm on the team bus ride to Albuquerque. And he likely knew that there would be someone wanting to do harm to him on campus if he was ever caught. But what he failed to see is that meeting this girl was simply not worth the risk at all. But at 3 a.m., Peak finally meets up with Maya after she texts him asking him to hurry. And it was at this moment, after walking to a corner.
Hurry up, please. Chat. Lock her up, chat. And I hope them ladies do her bad in that jail, because why do you... Like, people that set people up, bro... People that setting people up, bro. They need to get slimed out, you hear me? They need to get slimed out, you hear me? People that set people up, dude, need to get slimed out, you hear me? Let's start there.
In the complex, the three men ran out of the shadows, and Maya disappeared, as she was instructed. Caught completely off guard, Mike was suddenly looking down a barrel, with Brandon on the other end. And just then, one of the other men hit Mike in the knee with a bat before a small...
Not the knee. Bro, never, bro. Like, why is y'all trying to end this man's career? Don't he have a game tomorrow or something? He has a game tomorrow, shorty. And they're coming with bats trying to break him down. Like, hate is real. The hate is real. Especially when you get done fighting somebody. They want to do everything to mess up the rest of your life. You hear me, chat? Especially when you dealing with these females. Like, these females be back dough. Like, you should get that back door vibe when she's talking about hurry up. Or walking you through the... Bro, come on, bro. Let's be for real, bro. You gotta be smarter than this, bro. Back dough, bro. Back dough.
All tussle ensued, and Mike started to run away. Now, it was at this moment that both of their fates were sealed. And surrounded, Mike was backed against a wall, barely able to run away on an injured leg. But when Brandon noticed that Mike was also armed, he made the decision that cost him his life. He fired at Mike, striking him in the leg, causing Mike, still running, to fire back, striking and killing Brandon. Brandon's fate was...
I ain't gonna lie, this situation is crazy, shorty. Crazy, shorty. Wait, so Mike the basketball player, right? Mike got shot and he killed the other dude. Should he be cool? It was caught on camera, shorty. He should be cool. It was caught on camera, but the only thing he might not be cool about was having that gun on college campus and stuff, you know? But it saved his life, didn't it? Let's start there.
Was now clear. He was gone. Now, as of 2024, the last of the court proceedings are going on, with Brandon's two co-conspirators being charged and pleading out to little time served, since I believe they were all first offenders. The 17-year-old Maya Hill took a plea deal where she only received 3 years of probation.
Oh, she was a 17-year-old. 3 years of probation? That girl should get some jail time. What do you mean, bro?
What is the meaning
These
of
females
this?
be getting away with anything, bro. Like, how, bro? How, bro?
It's still debatable.
All of this was caused because of that girl. Like, there's no way, chat. There's no way, chat. Like, bro. There's no way, chat. Y'all let these females get away with anything. Y'all let colors get away with anything. Like, bro. Let's start here. Not there. They can't.
Whether she actually feels bad about the whole thing or not. But Mike Peake, a future NBA prospect, shortly after the judge ruled that he would not be charged since he acted in self-defense, he was still suspended indefinitely from his basketball program. When the police interviewed his assistant coaches, one coach remarked that Brandon may never play another second of basketball for that program, but what he really meant was he may never play a second of college basketball ever again. No program was going to want to take on the baggage that Mike now had, with the coaching staff saying that they had never even gotten into contact with Mike's family since he started, indicating that he didn't really have any family support at all. He seemingly completely disappeared as of 2024, and I can't seem to find anything about him, and he entered the transfer portal in 2023, but as of 2024, no program has taken a chance on him. And unfortunately, this is just another cautionary tale of lust. Mike was young, and maybe he couldn't see that meeting this girl wasn't worth whatever risk he thought it posed. And this girl, what was her?
Man, forget that, chat. At least my man's got his life. At least my man's like, bro. He gets to live another day, chat. Let's start there. Yeah, it messed up his way to get into the NBA, but chat, he blew that not catching these signs from this backdoor female, shorty. Let's start here. That was all his fault, bro. She talk about, come on, bro. Come on, bro. A street nigga know that, but he not no street nigga, so he going for that box. You know what I mean?
Oh!
He going for that box. That's all he thinking about is that box. And she from OT, so all he thinking about is that box. He not thinking nothing of it. But in real life, in all reality, all in favor, back though.
Her actual motive for setting up such a thing.
Yeah, chat. This is crazy, shorty. Watch these females, because there be a lot of backdoor business going on. You hear me? Backdoor business going on. These females need to get crucified too, shorty. These females be getting away with everything. Like, everything, shorty. Let's start here, because everything don't need to be, you know? Let's start here. But with that being said, chat, like, comment, subscribe for your boy, because we about to keep these good vids dumping, you hear me? Rest in peace to the whoever died, that Brandon guy has died during this situation. I'm happy that boy Mike ain't get locked up because that was a self-defense case. But that being said, chat, we're out of here. Like, comment, subscribe, get me up to 1K, and we're out of here.